You go on 10. I'll be right there. Just give me 1 minute. Girl, are you really about to put on that black lipstick? I don't think that's ever been done on daytime television. This is nighttime television. And I'm not just anybody. And this isn't just any black lipstick. They don't even make this. This is an OG Stunner Lip Paint. And if I'm going to share my story, I'm going to do it my way. And I'm going to do it bold. Hello? Have you met me? Oh. Boom! Let me tell you something. This black lipstick, it's giving something. I don't know what it's giving. I'm feeling very emo, very emotional, very, I don't know, spooky. I like it. Definitely a cute little skit I wanted to give y'all. I don't know why I see myself on Saturday Night Live, but I see myself on Saturday Night Live, and I could totally see the fantasy. But before we get into any of this, I just have to cleanse my space. I got a little agua florida, because, you know, gotta cleanse the energy. Gotta cleanse it. Okay. Tonight's special. Finally, your girl is going to share the boat story. Here's the thing. Before we even get into the boat story, I need y'all to, like, understand this. And this is the disclaimer, okay? This is the disclaimer. I feel like I'm in the, like I'm trying to be incognito, but still visible at the same time. Like, I feel like I'm giving, right, like, she doesn't want to be recognizable. I like that. It's different. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Something about this look is just making me feel like very Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but with a blonde wig. It's just giving me something spooky. Yo no sé. Como que yo tengo miedo. Like, I'm like a little scared of myself right now. Because she's giving something different. I don't know who she is yet. I'm finally going to give y'all the boat story, but we have to do a little disclaimer. We're adults here, right? And we're about to talk about some topics that are going to involve words such as cisgender, heteronormative, transgender, penis, vagina, booty. We're going to talk about a lot of things. So if you cannot handle that type of conversation, I completely understand. And I know that I really don't talk much about this. And today I am deciding to go ahead and be very open and very upfront about something that I have just been thinking about and exploring. So I understand what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing this on social media, and I am in hopes that we're able to have an adult conversation and maybe progress and grow from this experience, because sometimes it's in uncomfortable conversations that you really grow. So, boom. Y'all all wanted to know what happened on the boat. Before we even get into it, if you followed me from TikTok, you saw the video that kind of went like a little viral, that I was on a boat and allegedly I farted in the man's hand towels. Listen to me. I exaggerated the story. I did not fart in the man's hand towels. I wanted to. But I felt how crunchy they were. And I'm like, yo, I think these towels have been here for a long time. Yo no sé qué está pasando aquí. If I farted in these, the towel will probably shatter into a million pieces. So I didn't fart in the man's towels. I guess I have to come clean. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't have that out there in the universe. But you know what? Maybe it's best that he thinks that I farted in his towels because it will make things easier. You know, the one thing about growing up and adulting is that, like, sometimes you have to have uncomfortable conversations, like conversations with people you live with, conversations with people in your life, conversations with, you know, just like your boss, whoever, just conversations that feel uncomfortable. So, she's giving very like Wednesday Addams. It's giving me very stiff. I don't know. It's giving me I'm gonna remember this video forever. And if this is the video that I go viral for on YouTube, I'm gonna be so upset. Like, this is gonna be the video that everybody's gonna play, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna ask me in interviews, so Mishi, how do you feel that like your life instantly changed with that video of you on a boat? The one with the wig? And I'm like this, let me tell you something. You caught me at a transformative time. I was going through things. She needed to have a moment where she wanted to feel different. You ever heard Pink, the song? Where she's like this, I want to be somebody else. Doctor, doctor, won't you please prescribe me something? A day in a life for someone else. Don't let me get me. Hello? I was going through that. So the black lipstick, the black wig, the freaking shirt is just, everything is black right now. And I'm okay with that right now. I'm okay with that. So if I go viral for this video, FYI, I know a little side tangent. I'm going to go back to the boat story because I know you guys be getting heated. But the one thing I've always been on YouTube is consistent with the random tangents and the side stories. My OGs, they know to get a pot of coffee or to go ahead and put the kids down and be like, look, it's mommy time. Hello, it's mommy time. Mishi is on. She's doing a live. You already know the drill. I love that. In my head, I like to think that some of you guys, because the way y'all be talking about it is that, oh my God, it's so cute. I love you guys. But in my head, I'll be thinking like, for all my mothers, shout out to all my mothers that be watching me. I love you. I love the support. I love all the support that the House of Realness gives me. But to my mothers that be telling me like, girl, that's like my mommy time. I'm like this, oh my God, girl. Thank you for making me a part of your mommy time. Hello. So, leave a comment down below if you spend your mommy time with me. And for anybody who isn't a mother, that is completely fine. Please let me know when is your Mishi time. Okay? Hashtag when is your Mishi time. And I'm going to go ahead and do that same hashtag on Instagram so you guys can tag me on maybe photos of you watching me on your TV or whatever the case may be. And I'll do like a personal shout out and it'll be cute. And if you guys want to go live, we can do a one-on-one live. We'll orchestrate something because I want to give back. I know that with my phone and just being able to get back to comments as much as I would like, and really trying to maneuver like and really make that transition into a social media influencer. I want to continue this relationship as things elevate because I want to keep the communication and the close knit bond that we have. The one thing that I have allowed more people in on my social media side of things, with work, right? We're going into a loophole tangent, but I'll bring it back to the boat story. This is my show. You're watching it. Come on, let's be comfortable. So as the more I've shown my social media to my coworkers or whatever the case may be, which maybe could be a grave mistake, but I think what I'm doing is extending out an olive branch and allowing them to, if they really care, to go and watch it all or whatever and deduce how they feel about me from that. to not allow one situation or one thing to define who you know or who's in front of you. I think that was always an underlining goal of mine here on social media, is to show that, like, I am just one person in this whole entire world, and this is how I'm living life, and I'm letting you guys in on it. And it's sort of weird. Like, it's like weird because I'm like really just documenting my life in such a weird, transformative way. And sometimes I still don't realize that I'm doing it. I'm like, I'm just like, why wouldn't I want to go on camera and spend time with you guys? I really feel like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. And I had a conversation with my therapist. I was like, do you get a lot of social media influencers? And she was like, well, I can't really disclose my clientele and their professions, but why are you asking? And I was like, okay, respect. I see, HIPAA. And basically, like, she ran it down, like, essentially, because I'm in the social media space and I've cultivated this sort of relationship with you guys through the ups and the downs. She said it sort of makes sense that I've developed this sort of bond with you guys that almost feels like we're with each other. And it feels weird sometimes because I'm like, I know I'm in the car by myself. I know sometimes people look at me like I'm crazy, but when I'm in the camera, when I'm looking at you guys, I feel like I'm looking at you guys, and I think about your faces that go live with me, and I see your screen names, and I don't know, I feel like I'm in your home. And I know I don't have my home, but I feel like, I don't know how to explain it to you. It almost, I know this is going to sound magical, but this is what I tell myself at night. I'll be thinking like this. I'm like, okay, so let's just say she has, even if it was like 1,000 people that really watch me and follow me, that are watching me in their homes. That's 1,000 homes that I'm in right now. So I'm not just in this one home under this one experience. I'm not in just this one truck. Tonight I'm in this one truck, but I'm in this person's home, and I'm in that 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 person and that person, and you guys know. And I'm like, okay, so I got a personal invitation into people's homes. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Whether you guys are with me or not, I'm not alone. And that's sort of how I've seen it. And when I think about it like that, I'm like, yo, I have an abundant network of homes. I'm never homeless. I'm never homeless. Even if it's not me in the physical, I'm in that screen and I'm in your home. We cute. And we're spending time together. And I appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. And it means a lot to me. So, yeah, that little spiel. I know I'll be getting mad emotional about you guys because it's like, it feels weird. I don't know if any other social media influencer feels this sort of relationship with their following. Like, to me, I look at people with big numbers and I see all the success that comes with those numbers. And I just wonder, like, do they feel this way with their following? Do they have this sort of connection with their following? Do they have this sort of love with their following? Or does it transform as the numbers grow? Because my numbers have steadily been growing and I want them to continue to grow. But I don't want this relationship to I know it's going to change, but I want y'all to grow with me. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes when I try to, like, redirect the conversation or really reinforce positivity or to speak in a different manifestation, I expand on the dream and I tell myself I can be real and do it, you know? Like I could be real and do it. I feel like I'm trying to break into an industry that's like, you are too maybe like unpolished. You're not like the other social media influencers. It almost feels like I don't fit in at the function, but maybe that's not my purpose in life. Maybe my purpose is not to fit in. I was born to stand out. I mean, I'm like, look at me, you know, this tall feminine beauty. And I walk into a room and it's just tall feminine beauty. And people notice it. And people like this guy at work today, he's a customer. And he's like this, my favorite girl. And I'm like this, stop. Instantly blushing because he always bigs me up. He always bigs me up. And every time he comes, it's such a beautiful, beautiful delight. And he's like, you know, every time I always make it my business to come over here and F with you. I don't want to curse because I don't want to get demonetized, but I already said pussy and vagina. So he says, you know, I'm making my business to fuck with you. And I'm like, why though? Why? Like, nobody really does this. He's like, because I like seeing you red. And I'm like, stop. It's just the cutest thing ever. And I then realized the power that we hold and just, I don't know, acknowledging people. And then I passed that along. Like I had another customer. It was like this guy. He walked in. He had a stance about him, like a walk about him. And even though he was small in stature, he had a presence that filled the room. And when he came and handed me his ID, I was like, you have a stance about you. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, like you command a space in a room with just your presence. And he was like, thank you. And when he was leaving the store, I was like, have a good day. He turned around. He completely turned around. I was like, you too. And acknowledged me. And everybody at work was kind of joking. They were like this, not him breaking his neck and doing a whole 180 to say bye to you. And I'm like, what you mean? And they were like, you made that man feel special. And I was like, why you say that? And they're like, because look at the way he lit up. And I was like, oh, they see it too? I love that. Like, no matter what job you do, the one thing you have to realize is the power that you have in any situation. Because I know I'm going into a lot of side tangents, but let's talk about some real ish tonight. I know the boat story is salacious and it's going to be scandalous and we'll get there, but let's talk about some real ish tonight. I've realized that, like, when you take the time to just acknowledge another human being, you see them light up. You see them light up, how their attitude instantly changes, how their body posture changes, how they feel. Like it's just like an aura about them. An energy changes and they sort of soften to you. And no matter what you do, I know we live in a very capitalistic society that is based on systems that have been systematically in place to keep certain people at a different demographic, to never be able to reach the 1% because they're not teaching you the financial language to really actively play the game and giving you the resources based on your color, income, creed, gender, race, and etc. It goes on and on and on. We are constantly disenfranchised and it's all on a sliding scale. And that's just the world that we live in. And we aren't given equal opportunity. That isn't the story for all of us. And we have to make do. We have to make do. And when we're stuck in a system that keeps us entrapped in this sort of worker man's mentality so that we continue to be worker bees and never truly aspire to go after what we want because it seems intangible, because we don't have the financial language to understand how to use the system for us, because we're not taught that in school. We're taught about Christopher Columbus and Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King and Michelangelo and Leonardo and, I don't know, George Washington and, I don't know, a whole bunch of other people from the past, from way, way, way in the past. But they ain't teaching us about the money. These men, they teaching us about them, the ones that are on our dollar bills, but they ain't teaching us about actually how to use the thing properly. But whatever, that's a whole nother conversation. So you can feel powerless being stuck in that system, in that worker bee mentality. And I realized that the one thing that no conglomerate, no capitalistic society can take away from me is the power that I hold in the ability to light someone up in a system that we're all sort of stuck in. And it's easy to feel powerless and it's easy to feel stuck. So sometimes you have to realize the power that you have within and what you can control. You can allow a system to break you and make you bitter and jaded, or you can say, no, I'm breaking generational curses and I'm changing my conversation with money. And even though it takes money to do everything, I'm not going to allow money to define me. I'm not going to allow money to become the basis of my personality and my self-worth. I'm not going to allow money to influence me and force me to stay in situations that do not truly serve my higher purpose. Because I was trapped in that if I walk away, I don't have nothing in place. I have no way to make money. But I was stuck in a place where I was making money, but my life was in danger. I made the choice to walk away into the complete unknown. I hope that if anything you guys get from anything that I've shared is that, like, you're powerful. You're powerful and your words are powerful, and how you show up in this world is powerful. No matter how small you feel, no matter how insignificant you feel, no matter how sad you feel, know that even in that sadness, your contribution to this space is valid. It's valid, and you are valid. Because I've showed up in a lot of spaces sad, and my vulnerability in that sadness was able to have someone else light up and be there for me and see their power and see how their kind words can rekindle my flame. And if we start to realize that power within ourselves and we started to actively do that, just go out in the world one day and spark a conversation and make it your mission to make that person feel seen and special. And baby, I promise you that would change your perspective on life. You will look at everything in life and you will look at every situation and you will say, wow, I am so blessed. I am so blessed to have air in my lungs. Because the fact that I have air in my lungs, I was able to have a conversation with a person and see somebody glow. And you start to realize how powerful you are in a system that might make you feel powerless, or a situation that might make you feel powerless. And had I known that I had this power when I was with somebody that made me feel powerless, I would have used my words and I would have gotten out of that sooner. But I allow somebody to take my voice and take my power. And I need you to realize that your voice is powerful. Your voice is powerful. And when someone steals that voice and you're not able to express yourself, and you're not able to be who you are, you lose your power and you relinquish it. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. That's just all. That's all I wanted to say. No matter what you do in life, always know that you're going to be of service to someone. So use your power and make people shine. Make people light up. Make them feel special. Make them feel seen. Remember their faces. You know, one thing I learned in nursing, when I was working in the memory ward and I was working in the memory ward, that has a lot of Alzheimer's and dementia patients. And you start to realize that as these human beings' minds start to deteriorate and start to erase their Rolodex, you start to realize that the memories that stay are the memories deep rooted in trauma. And those traumas are often inflicted by people. So as people's minds start to slip away, they start to remember the hard traumas and the pain, and they relive it. They relive it over and over again. And you see it. And their minds slip and they remember good things. And when they're having bad days, they remember the bad days. And in watching that, I realized that how I show up in this world can truly impact someone's life. And I would never want to be the cause of someone's trauma. Because I would never want to be that disc that replays in their head. I never want to be that constant memory that comes creeping in when they feel anxious. I want people to remember me and smile. I want people to think of me and smile. I want people to think of me and say, I enjoy her. It feels weird. I don't know. It feels weird talking about this because I think about so many things in life. And as I'm embarking in a new chapter in my life, I'm almost like a metamorphosis. I am shedding a layer of what no longer serves me. And I am reaching out into the unknown. I'm taking the biggest, feel like a catapult out of depression. I haven't really spoken about it, but I have been struggling with depressive thoughts on, and I've been feeling stuck. I should be basking in the glory that is finally achieving a part of the Fenty dream, and I'm questioning everything, and I feel stagnant and frustrated. And I realized that this performance in April, my birthday coming up in April, me having to move in April, this is really the pressure cooker moment in my life that's saying, okay, you're either going to rise like a phoenix or you're going to stay stuck in the muck, in the quicksand. I'm not getting stuck. I'm not getting stuck. I'm going to live a long, healthy life. I'm going to embrace it and enjoy it, and I'm going to travel. That's what I deserve. And I know that I have to kickstart my life in the next level, and this opportunity just came up, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it like the life support that life is throwing me, and it's throwing me this like raft, and it's like, girl, you either gonna save yourself out of the water or you're gonna sit there. But I'm throwing you a life raft, and I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking all of it in life, and that's why I'm sitting here and I'm doing different things, and I am being consistent because I know my time will come, and then it's going to be boom. My life is going to change, and I'm going to be like, oh my God, like, that's the goal for me, is to go from wishing and hoping, turning it into a goal, and making that dream come true. And believing in my own fairy magic. When a side tangent goes into introspective thoughts, and you're probably wondering if I'm high. No. I would have put on my bamboo weed earrings if I was high. No. I'm just talking to you guys almost like a video diary. This is sort of a document of like how I'm feeling right now in life, and what I'm thinking and what I'm going through, and how that feels, and why am I not doing certain things, and why am I like going down, and a new level of challenging my life. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. What is the name of this lipstick, honey? From Fenty Beauty. What is the name of this lipstick? Unveiled? Where is the box? Because this lipstick got me talking. ¿Qué está pasando? Hello, black lipstick. ¿A dónde tú estás? ¿A dónde tú estás, black lipstick? I need to see the box. Here it is. This black lipstick is called Uninvented. Oh my God. Wait. Girl, I am Inglés sin barreras. Sign me up for school. The Spanish and English of it all. It's uninvited. Uninvented. Wait. Uninvented. Not me having a moment. Uninvited. Uninvented. 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 That's the name of the lipstick. It's not uninvited. Invited. Is it vited? Oh my God, it's uninvited. Not me being uninvited to the Fenty Beauty event because I can't pronounce the freaking lipstick name. Not me struggling with the lipstick name. Girl. I have a full confession. It's time that I come clean. I had smoked earlier, and I thought that I wasn't high. But like many things, they are not what they seem. So, I think I can officially say that at this moment, I have had the biggest high moment of my life trying to figure out the name of this black lipstick. And I just want you to know that the name of the joint was a Far Out joint. It's called Far Out. Hashtag not sponsored. But honey, she's completely far out. Completely far out. I feel like ending the live. I feel like ending the live. I feel like ending the live. I cannot believe that I was struggling to pronounce it. Uninvited, invented, uninvited, uninvented. Girl. Ah! All right. Yo, I'm really going through an emo phase right now, I guess. Now the gloves. All right, so it kind of feels awkward telling y'all about the boat story after this long conversation. Now I'm sort of, and then I kind of cut off the comments, which I never told y'all about. There's this white van with a latch on the outside of the van, and it just lit up. What? And it got 2 doors. Why does that truck, that van, have a latch on the outside of that van? We're in a public parking lot. They're not going to really do anything. And I'm in the truck. There's too many witnesses. I should relax, right? Hold on. I don't want to make it obvious. That's all that? I don't know what to do in this situation. Do I run? Do I move? I don't know. If I notice the truck and it makes me feel uncomfortable, then I need to move. It's just that simple. I'll just move. It's not that big of a deal. Because clearly I feel uncomfortable for a reason. So I'll just move. Right there. You see that van? There's not a lot of other cars here. Black velvet in the heat of the night. Black velvet in that soul southern. I don't know any of the words of that song. I don't even know if the song is called Black Velvet, to be honest. I just made up all those lyrics. So call it your Mishi mashup. Any song that I sing incorrectly, that's a Mishi mashup. I'm creating my... Oh my God, guys. He's pulling out. He's literally pulling out. He's literally pulling out. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Please, please, please. Do not worry. Just do not worry. Oh my God. He turned the other way. He turned the other way, girl. My heart freaking fell to my spot. Oh no, you're far too out. I could have hit you. I still don't see him. Okay, guys, this kind of got real. So I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go on Instagram Live just in case. All right. I'll see y'all over there.